The bleeding prevention continues. This is the start of a new part of my entrepreneurial journey, and it is more than just motivation, although it is a big factor of what I'm trying to do. What am I even talking about? A couple days ago, I had a mental breakdown. It wasn't just like I promise I wasn't trying to do it for views. It was genuinely, I had a panic attack. I'm running low on money, and it kind of sank in that I need to make money right now. And it was a very real thing. So don't think I was just trying to get views or whatever, because those videos do get more views, but it's just a natural causation of things. So I had to figure out, I had to pivot and see, what do I need to do to become successful? Because here's the important piece. If I can just survive year 1 and year 2 of real estate, then I'm going to be here for the long run. And I really do think I am already in here for the long run, right? But as far as sustainability and trying to keep afloat goes, if I can survive the next few years, I will be just fine. With that in mind, how will I do that? And am I going to? Or am I going to succumb to not making enough money and then trying to find a full-time job and just go back to normal and forget my dreams? Well, I'll tell you what, I'm never going to give up. That's just how it's going to have to be. I will find a way. Okay? And I think I'm finding a way right now. And it will work until it doesn't work. And then I just figure something out next. The whole key of entrepreneurship is if you keep trying no matter what and just figuring it out, even if you don't know that what you're doing is correct. That's how it's going to be at the end of the day. What matters is that you don't give up and you don't quit. When that happens, you're done for. But if you continue to be persistent and to find solutions to things, you're going to be just fine. So let me go ahead and put it into perspective like this. You're trying to fit, let's say you're trying to fit a bunch of stuff into your bag and you're trying to go out on the plane, and the stuff can't just fit in the bag. And you keep putting in all the effort. Oh, I can't do it. And you keep stuffing in there and it's too full because you can't zip up the backpack. So you're constantly trying to shove stuff in and it's just not working. You know what you need to do? Number one is you don't just quit and be like, all right, well, I'm not doing any of this stuff. No, you're not going to just drop all your necessary stuff. What you're going to do is you're going to reposition everything, fold clothes, for example, put everything where they need to be, and actually have a plan to get it through for it to fit. And then you keep figuring it out. You don't just quit. Okay, that is what I'm trying to say here. You only fail when you quit, and all I need to do simply is just play my cards more strategically. If I'm in a chess match right now, I need to be very scarce with my plays. I need to know what I'm spending my money on. Do I need to spend money on it? How can I make more money? Not even just that stuff. Because again, once I get into full survival mode, it's going to inhibit me from focusing on real estate. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking about on one side. But in the meantime, social media is still very high. I just made a video promoting my first-time homebuyer survival guide, which takes you to a landing page and is a lead magnet to capture social media leads. So that's doing great. Okay, social media, again, is the gateway to my business, but it's a long-term game. The short-term game is the for sale by owners. So going back to that, there's two sides of me. One is to survive and make money. The other one is continuing to do my real estate business. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I DoorDash. Monday through Thursday, I make thumbnails for a college football YouTuber. I don't know how much I'm going to be getting paid yet for the hour, but it should be a pretty good amount of money. And then on top of that, showings for real estate agents, hosting open houses, and doing whatever I can to make money. Doing whatever I can. That's just how it's going to have to be. And until it doesn't work, that's the plan moving forward. So again, now that we're done talking about the saving money, let's talk about the mindset. You can't see it, but I'm going to show you guys something. That trash right there is there because the valet trash can has not been picked up yet. But let's look down here. You can't really see it, but essentially what I'm trying to get at here, I cleaned everything up. I completely cleaned off the island on my kitchen because it was full of shit. The past 4 months or past 4 weeks, full of stuff. Honestly, the past 2 months since I've been here, it's been full of stuff. I cleaned it all out. I mopped and swept through the living room. I made my bed. I folded my clothes. I just made sure my environment was clean because I'm going to be honest with you. When I made that video where I was having a mental breakdown, this whole apartment was fucking trashed. It was trashed. I had to be sure if I am going to be in an environment where I'm growing, I need to be sure to organize everything so then I can relax. Because when you're in a setting where everything's cluttered and there's dirty clothes everywhere, you're not going to be able to feel as comfortable than you are if you have all of your work done. What else? I'm not going to the office tomorrow. I'm working from home. I've decided that until I end up getting the cubicle in the new office, I am working from home. And so that means I get to wake up later. That also means that I don't have to waste miles on my car. I don't have to pay money on gas. Huge. So what am I going to do? I'm going to be sitting here right here. My phone's my phone is gone. Okay, I'm not going to be on my phone. What I'm going to do is I have a meeting at 10:30 and I'm doing my prospecting. And guess what? Now that I'm in here, I don't have other people to talk to in the office. And I don't want to say they're wasting my time because they're not. I'm ultimately distracting myself talking to them. But literally all that is left here is me in here. Although working from home is kind of shitty because, you don't want to work while you're in your home setting. But it's an experiment. We're going to see if I like it or not. If I do like it, then shoot, maybe I should just do this instead of renting a cubicle. Just saying. Because a cubicle in the new building is going to be $85 a month. That is electricity for a whole month that I can save. Or I can just pay for a cubicle there when I could just work from home. Which sucks because I like working at the office. The office is nice. I love working there, but if I don't feel like it's getting a good return on my investment, I'm not going to do it. Okay, so what's the plan? Tomorrow, I'm doing my prospecting. Okay, I have to make... You know what? Let me update this real quick. I have to make 100 contacts. I have made... Let's see. We're going to estimate that I have made 20 contacts. Not contacts, conversations. I've had 20 conversations with people about real estate. So we got to do 80 between tomorrow and Tuesday. So how am I going to do that? Well, reaching out to for sale by owners. Okay, that's one thing. Second thing is calling my sphere of influence. I plan on calling a lot of my friends and family and just saying hey, how's it going? And just kind of sprinkling real estate in there. But genuinely, I just want to see how they're doing, right? What else can I do? Well, I decided to keep my YMCA membership. Why? Because I want to do yoga classes in the morning and I want to talk to people in the gym about real estate. And that's really where I need to get my money's worth because if I'm not doing that, then I might as well just work out at my apartment gym, which is a nice apartment gym. But the YMCA has so many people that I can talk to and that I love speaking with, so it's just kind of nice to have that, right? Do the same thing on Tuesday. Now, I think the good thing here is that now that I'm isolated here by myself, I think this might be a good opportunity for me to lock in. Genuinely lock in. Because think of it. Nothing in here is distracting me. I have no distractions. If I don't get on my phone, nothing's distracting me. Okay, that's key. That's key here. So we're going to go ahead and work from home tomorrow. I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to be interesting, honestly, because I've never actually worked from home before. But, I bought this desk this IKEA desk for a reason, right? So with that being said, am I still nervous about making money? Of course I am. But I have a plan now. And I made $90 door dashing Saturday and Sunday. So I have $90 total, which pays for my electricity for the month. You can't get mad at that. My YMCA, for example, membership is $50. My electricity is $90. So I paid for my electric bill right there. Just money that I didn't even have to begin with. Not bad. But again, $90 is going to be chump change whenever I start getting more offers on DoorDash and start actually having a higher acceptance rate and all this stuff. So we're going to be just fine, guys. Again, what a way to come back. I really do think my mindset's shifting, and the distractions, for example, being on social media, are gone. I'm really sick and tired of being on social media if I'm not producing content. That's just how it's going to have to be. But we're getting there. We're doing good. We're doing good. All right, guys. That's it for this video. I'll make a quick recap video tomorrow. It's probably going to be a longer video because it's going to be reflecting on my first day working from home. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.